Hello and welcome to another episode PC Building Simulator. Hopefully you are doing well today. This is a beautiful day here in northern Utah. Sunny. It's really nice outside. As far as I know, our stay-at-home order has been lifted, so I may have to socially distance myself from everyone else outside, but I may have to get outside and enjoy some of the sun. But I digress. Let's get into our email. See what we have going on for today. Let's start with this one. Been putting it off for a little bit because ones from these guys are so hard to read sometimes. It says, It says, Brother Ulfic? Ulfic? Is that what it is? I don't know. Leader of Red Cloaks. We know you help Gradball run mine 2049. Gradball gone now. He bad goblin. He killed Brother Othrog. So we put him in cage, and Brother Gorekill eat key. Ha ha ha. Gradball not supervise us anymore. Mine 2049 belong to Red Cloaks now. Many nights now we hear a chanting voice. It talk to us. It say it powerful spirit. It want us to take over mine. We follow chanting, it lead to Gradball. We find big red gem and desk, not very good hiding place. Gradball, pretty stupid. Red gem say it call Malef? I don't know. Avatar of Destruction. It asks us to perform ritual of power with big old machines that sleep deep in mine. Not used for many years. We need computer to run machines. You build it for us. It need big CPU power and red lights. So budget of $5 grand. They want a Threadripper 2990 WX or better, 128 gigs of RAM, overclock CPU to 0 megahertz. What? Does that mean they want me to... I don't even know what that means. Hopefully it just means they don't need an overclock, I guess. And then they want one red colored light. Okay, let's go ahead and accept that one. That's going to be an interesting one. We'll see how that turns out. This next one says, good day. Got a request for a new PC. Couldn't play Far Cry 5 before. Hopefully we'll be able to soon. I'm going to need it in 7 days at the latest. I heard you guys put used parts in PCs. Please don't do that. I read that Seagate parts are really good. Look forward to hearing back from you. Terrence. So Terrence wants to play Far Cry 5 at recommended spec. Got a budget of $37.50. Pretty sure we can do better than whatever the recommended spec is. But you know what? Let's go ahead and accept that one. And the last one here is a repair. It says, I need some help, so I broke my PC the other day. I was experimenting, and, well, I don't think I'll do it again. Sorry, I can't tell you any more than that. You finish before 3 days. I know used parts can be cheaper, but I'd like new ones, please. Seems a bit dusty inside. Replace RAM, replace hard drive. What kind of experimenting was he doing? If you're experimenting and you got to replace a hard drive, you've done something very, very wrong. Let's go ahead and accept that one, though. Let's go back to this one. I'm going to step away. I'm going to get some parts put in the cart for this build. Got a budget of $5 grand, so I'm pretty sure we can do everything they're looking for except this overclock that's really odd, but hey, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to step away, get some parts put in the cart, and I will be right back. Alright, so for this build, we're going to go with a Gigabyte X399 motherboard, a Ryzen Threadripper 2990WX, GamerStorm GamerStorm Ryzen cooler, 8 sticks of G-Skill Trident Z Royal in gold, 16 gig, 3200 megahertz, a Gigabyte RTX 2060, a Thermaltake Tough Power iRGB 1200 watt power supply, Gigabyte M.2 drive, I believe it was 1 terabyte, a 1 terabyte Seagate Barracuda. We're going to put all of that in the GamerStorm Newark 90. Alright, let's take a look at this other build for Far Cry. Let's pull up a Will It Run. Take a look at Far Cry 5, recommended spec. So 9700K and a 1080 Ti. But I'll tell you, with a budget of $37.50, we could probably easily do the recommended 4K spec. So I'm going to step away, get some parts put in the cart for this build, and I will be right back. Alright, so for this build to play Far Cry 5, we're going to go with the MSI MEG Z390 Ace motherboard, an i9 9900K, the NZXT Kraken Z73, 4 sticks of HyperX Predator 8 gig 3200 megahertz, a EVGA RTX 2080 Ti, a, what is this, a 1 terabyte, I believe, ADATA M.2 drive, 3 terabyte C8 Barracuda. We're going to put an EVGA 850 watt power supply. We're going to put that in the EVGA DG77 in white. I also went ahead and added the parts that need to be replaced from this repair. So hopefully that's what needs to be done. Let's go ahead, buy all of this now for next day delivery. Let's go end our day, get in our parts and our repair, and we can get to work. There we go. Go to work. Whoa. Okay, let's get this fixed up here. That's a little dusty. Let's get these cases where they belong. That one goes over there. And this one goes over here. Get the right names with the right builds. 2049 goes with that case. And T Mercury goes with that one. Now let's get this case pulled apart. See if we can figure out what's gone wrong. First, let's hit this thing with some compressed air, though. Let's get this dust out of our way. Let's see better what we're working with. Maybe. Man, the dust is removing in such weird patterns. Come on. There we go. Okay. So first, let's pull this cooler out. We can get to the RAM. Let's pull that out. Let's see if it is indeed broken. It is. Let's sell that off. I don't need that in my inventory. Let's put the new stick of RAM in. Also take off this side of the case so we can unplug this hard drive. How do we remove this thing? Oh, from here. Okay. Let's see if that is indeed broken. It is. Let's get our $1 for that. Try not to spend all of that $1 in one place. Let's go ahead and cable this up. And we'll get some fresh thermal paste put on this CPU. We can get their CPU cooler put back on. We'll see if this fixed the problem. There we go. Let's cable that up. And power on. Let's hop into the BIOS real quick. Let's turn their XMP on for them. There we go. No OS found. What? This is another one of those that was running the operating system on their crappy little hard drive. I don't get it. Alright, let's power cycle this thing. We're going to set them up so it runs off of their SSD, because that's just ridiculous. While that's installing, let's go ahead and put some of these parts back on the case. It looks like we're good to go. Get the side panel put back on. We can get this thing out in the hallway. We can get started on our first build over here to play Far Cry 5. Get this case taken apart. Let's see. What all do we need to take off of this thing? This back cover off. Put this out of the way. Let's get the front off. Get rid of these fans. Okay. I think we're ready now to get the motherboard installed. It's the MSI MEG Z390 Ace. Get that screwed down. Get some of those out of our way. Let's get this thing ready for RAM and CPU. There we go. Let's go ahead and get our CPU in. Let's do fits this PC. That'll save us some time. The 9900K installed. Also got 4 sticks of RAM. The HyperX Predator. Let's get all 4 sticks of that in. There we go. Okay. Get some thermal paste on there. We'll get our CPU cooler installed. We've got the Kraken Z73. Get that screwed down. Let's go ahead and get some storage in this thing. We've got the ADATA M.2 drive, as well as a 3 terabyte Seagate Barracuda. Get both of those installed. Let's see, we're on this side of the case. Let's go ahead and get our power supply in there. Got the EVGA 850 watt power supply. Thing doesn't need to be screwed down. Okay. All right. Get our graphics card in. Got the EVGA 2080 Ti. We'll get that installed. Let's get a few of these parts put back on our case. Let's see. We've got the PCI lock. Let's unplug all of this stuff, because got this back panel that needs to go on. There we go. And then we can go ahead and get our dust filter on and our front panel installed. Okay, I think we are ready to cable this up. Let's see, what should we do for cables? We want some color, no color, I don't know. What does this look, black and orange? That's not too bad. That orange almost looks yellow. At least to me. Maybe my eyes are messed up. I don't know. All right. Let's get a USB. Whoops. Get a USB drive installed. Power this thing. Oh my. Power this thing on. We'll hop into the BIOS. We may have to adjust some colors. Let's turn our XMP on. Make sure we're booting from the right drive. We'll go ahead and let the OS install. Maybe we can make this, maybe we can make the colors match the wires. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get our lighting app on here. Okay. Let's see. Static. That's a little too yellow. Let's go a little more orange. That's better. Okay, let's get this case put back together. Yeah, I think that worked. Yeah, I don't mind those colors at all. All right, let's get this thing out in the hall. Let's get started on this build for the mine. The mine that needs a computer to run ancient somethings down deep in the mine. Don't know if I needed to take that front piece off. Oh well. Let's get our motherboard in. Got the Gigabyte X399 motherboard. We'll get that installed. Let's get this thing ready for 8 sticks of RAM. And our CPU. Let's grab our Threadripper. We'll get that installed. Then we can start installing all of this RAM. All this Trident Z Royal. Do it the quick way here. Whoops. Didn't mean to skip that space. Get it all installed. There we go. And we'll go ahead and put some thermal paste on here. We can go ahead and put our cooler on. It's the GamerStorm Ryzen. Not bad. We'll put our... Whoops. I don't want to take that off. Put our graphics card here. Let's get rid of that as well, so we don't need it. But before we do that, let's get some storage installed on this thing. We've got the Gigabyte 1 terabyte NVMe drive. Get that installed. And, oh, I guess I did need to take the front of this off because that's where our drives go. Let's get our 1 terabyte Seagate Barracuda in there. There we go. Okay. Let's grab our graphics card. Got the Gigabyte 2060 Super. What? It won't fit. That's in the way? What if, just out of curiosity, what if I take this off? Can I install the graphics card and then put that on? Will that work? Cooling. Oh, that did work. That's good to know. Okay. Very good to know. But before we cable everything up, let's get our power supply in. We've got the Thermaltake Tough Power 1200 watt power supply. Not that they need that much power, but just, you know, why not? Why not? All right, what color do we want to cable this thing? Oh, I think they said they wanted all red lights, so let's cable this thing red. We'll make everything in this case red. Well, there we go. Get everything cabled up. Put a little bit of this case back together. We can put the front panel on. And we've got a PCI lock we can go ahead and put on. And then get a USB drive in here. We'll power this on. Oh, we're definitely going to have to change some colors. Well, let's hop into our BIOS. So turn our XMP on. Make sure we are booting from the correct drive. We can let the OS install, and then we're going to change the light colors. Let's get our lighting app on here. Okay. Let's just select it all except for that. We'll make it red. Very red. Very, very red. Let's get this case put back together. We'll take a look at this thing. Not bad. Case is very reflective, like glass. But it looks good. Let's get this thing out in the hall. We can collect some money. Let's see. Let's start with this one. We'll take their 5 stars. And then we'll do the Cry 5 build. There we go. And finally, we will do the fix. Very cool. All right, got some daily deals, got some more emails, all that good stuff. But I'm going to end this episode here. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified as soon as a video goes live. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, wash your hands, and I will see you in the next episode.